We've got more Trump stuff. Trump bans males in female prisons. Trans women and manipulating the prison system, says God. We got a Buck Angel video. Let's have a look.
Viewers out there, you have male inmates that were born males housed in female prisons that have actually been raping and impregnating actual female inmates.
About Amaya, I just wanted to say I told you so. That's fine. Listen, I'm going to seem a bit naive by trusting, or not trusting, like, she didn't fucking get anywhere. She was on my fucking thing once. I'm going to seem a bit naive by not coming down so hard on people like that, because I do want to try and, like, get other opinions and, like, hear from other people, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I have my limits. So I don't know. Listen. It is what it is. I'd rather judge people myself than have people tell me, oh, this person's bad, and just believe them, if that makes sense.
An executive order signed on day one requires the country only acknowledge sex, not gender, from prisons to shelters to government identification.
Well, here we go. Told you this was going to happen. Here's the next ban. Trans women will not be housed in women's prison. Duh. People, come on. I found some stuff right now that's going to actually show you why this shouldn't happen. It's not transphobic. It's actually safety. The whole point of this whole thing is safety for women. Why? Because
I mean, how long have I been saying these are women's issues, not just trans issues? But hey, trans people, some trans people, not all of them, narcissists that we are, we're going to frame it as pro-trans, anti-trans, etc. Tranpar, really? Yeah, this is Tranpar. Listen, you got to respect Tranpar.
trans inmates have been not only sexually abusing female inmates, but harassing them, making them feel uncomfortable. These are males. They're not women. Gosh, it's just exhausting, people. But anyway, welcome back to my.
Yeah, so you'll get arguments such as, oh, like trans women, if that's what we're calling them, they're more likely to get assaulted in male prisons themselves. The thing is, couldn't you say that about a lot of gay men? Couldn't you say that about more effeminate men in general? Like, why do trans women get the special treatment but no one else? Because they identify as a thing? So what happens if males start en masse identifying as women to get into women's prison so that they'll have an easier ride? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate your approach to find out firsthand. Hosting a Maya is the best way to allow others to see firsthand too. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you understand. And like, I don't know, I had her on here. It was mostly just her talking, but I don't know. Sometimes I just want to let people speak and have them espouse whatever shit they will and let history decide on what kind of person they are ultimately.
Channel. Thanks again for subscribing. Thanks for liking, doing all the things you're doing to help me build this platform.
The whole Tranpar thing shit's going on makes me very uncomfortable. Weird how a decade of being a hardcore fascist pornographer wants to protect this cuddly familial vibe. Well, I mean, I don't know. People can change, I guess. If you made money in porn, do you have to always be a certain way? I'm not sure about that. But hey, I get where you're coming from.
Platform here. I have to really watch my language. I think YouTube is after me right now, so that's a bummer. But I don't know what I've been saying that is against the rules and regulations here. I feel like I'm being pretty respectful. I'm just telling you how it is, and I don't think that I'm really being mean or dishonest about things. But oh well, that's how it goes, I guess, when you're fighting against an agenda. This is the New York Times, and it says Trump bars transgender women from U.S. prisons for female inmates. In an executive order, the president also moved to end gender-related medical treatments for transgender people in prison. So,
cover his closet skeletons. I have no idea. Listen, I've heard about many things about Buck Angel because I used to be a ContraPoints watcher, and this was ContraPoints like defending him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know that much about this person. I sent, like, back in the day, like months and months ago, I kind of sent a couple of emails like, hey, do you want to chat sometime? I never heard back. Whatever. I'm not really trying too hard to talk to people at this particular stage. I think I do want to get back into it at some point, but at the moment it's just like, I don't know. Why can't I let people come to me? You know what I mean? Why can't people come to me if they want to chat? And then if they change their mind and don't anymore and ghost me, then it's whatever. You know, who cares? Why can't it be like that for a bit? There's nothing wrong with that.
So it goes on. It's pretty. The article to me feels very biased, to be honest with you, but it says President Trump has ordered federal prisons to house inmates who are transgender women in men's facilities and halt medical treatment related to gender transition. So I'm going to move on to
Still pro porn. Listen, there's probably tons of stuff I disagree with Buck Angel on. I think he does the more true trans kind of stuff. I actually am not into like true trans kind of stuff. I don't really think that anyone is what they say they are when they say that they're trans and therefore a man or a woman. You know what I mean? The reason you're the last one to arrive, reason like a Brianna, a Buck, a Blair, is because you're a remorseless pervert who sees the time is changing. Maybe. Listen, we're going to find out. Listen, these people put themselves out there. They always end up exposing themselves if they have something to expose themselves over. I'm saying that because I don't know that much about Buck Angel. I don't know that he really does anything that bad. You know what I mean? Me and Cheryl should do a cooking show. Hey, I'd do that. It can't be done in my kitchen because 2 people barely fit in my kitchen.
a couple things that I found that I think are really, really, really important. So this person, his name is Hector, and he is a former prison.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hear much of the line when it comes to like trans men in male prisons. Doesn't seem like they want to push for the other way around, but I don't know. Prisons are jungles. If you're young enough and pretty enough, male or female, any of the prison, you're a target. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, why do we put that so much on like trans people? That it's like trans women are vulnerable. Like they're gonna get whatever, assaulted, whatever, in a prison if they go in there. Well, it's like, well, what about all the men that just call themselves men? What about those ones that are gonna get assaulted? What about the twinks? What about the gays? What about the just generally effeminate guys? Like, why do trans women get, like, the scrutiny here? Why are they the ones getting excuses made for them? Oh, well, they have to go in with the women's. In that case, can't a man just call himself a woman and try and get in there too? I mean, hey, it seems to be what fucking Isla Bryson was doing. It didn't work, thankfully.
Lieutenant argued against placing transgender women in female prisons. He highlighted the challenge where transgender individuals could potentially disrupt the prison environment due to male inmates' prolonged lack of female presence. That is a very important statement that he's saying here.
Maybe just don't do the crime in the first place. Yeah, the thing is, being trans, everything is more complicated. That would include doing crime and ending up in prison. So ideally, yeah. Obviously, you can argue there's going to be people that might be falsely accused, falsely imprisoned, blah, 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 blah. But in general, yeah, you probably just should be even more careful about not doing crime if you're trans, ultimately. Like, life's just more difficult. They don't want to be in male prisons. Yeah, why would they? Yeah, Jesus. Jammy Dodger said she'd totally go into the male's prison. Yeah. Well, that's what Jammy Dodger says. What Jammy Dodger says and what Jammy Dodger means aren't always in the same continent as each other.
So I have this great video that I found of him.
Do transgenders, are they allowed in general population?
No.
At all?
No. And I say no. Yeah, like 99% no. 99% no.
So they have what, like a gay section in protective custody, or?
I want to say the whole protective custody is a gay section, but I don't want to be disrespectful to the individuals in protective custody. But yeah, I mean, you think in SNY Yard, you're gonna see your transgenders there, like a whole girls club right there, man.
Girls club,
you know. Is it really? You know, like it was like a girls' night out, just
Wow.
Hair done, short, altered, fake, you know what, and it's like.
I believe Buck is sincere, changing her mind on trans kids. Writing a book, not gonna lie, I'm gonna read it. Yeah, like, here's the thing. I don't want to, like, shit all over someone like Buck Angel because I disagree with them on some stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I really think it would be rather pointless if I didn't kind of put any value on what I agree with people and just focus on every tiny thing I disagree with. I hope that makes sense.
Laughing. Yeah, that's normal. Then, you know, what's even more interesting is that you would see these other inmates like all in love with him, like, you know, hugging them, holding their hand, like if they're at a park. like if they're on a date, right? And they're really in love. And I used to tell the young correctional officers, because I was a lieutenant, and I'd be like, hey, man, you remember your first piece of ass, right? Hey, these dudes are in love, you know?
Does that sound like trans women are suffering in male prison? Doesn't sound like that to me. Remember, this is an actual lieutenant guard in a...
Yeah, you gotta wonder how many of them are actually getting assaulted if they're all being kept separately. That's a fair point.
actual prison, a male prison. And he's telling you
On the flip side, that's just one prison. Does that mean every trans woman doesn't end up in general population? You have to assume probably not. But hey, like I said, why do some male treatment prisoners get that kind of special treatment where they can maybe get put in special protections, put in with the women or something? But then when it's just an effeminate male who probably has, at the very least, similar risk, if not the same risk, they don't get that luxury. You know what I mean? The only bread tube left who type was uncomfortable with trans men being in men's prison was Lonabox, of all people. It quite possibly was. I remember Lonabox. Listen, like I said, I made fun of him for the Destiny shit. I understand he's actually a victim. Whatever. Like, if he can take a joke, if he can't, whatever. I don't give a shit. But, like, he went up against that poly people person when it came to, like, trans genocide and stuff. Like, he's not completely lost, I guess. And that's a very small bar, for, like, judging these kind of bread tube types. But it's kind of where I'm forced at because they all seem like shitty people, and it's difficult to find ones that aren't, potentially aren't. And even then, Lonabox is his own shit to answer for, like getting in with Katie Montgomery, pretty much just spouting her propaganda for the world to hear in really cooked fucking videos. I've watched one, it sucked. But yeah, I don't know, at the same time, someone like Lonabox might actually have a chance of not being the worst fucking bread tuber in the world at the very least, you know?
they're literally having the time of their life, dressing up, getting surgery, doing all this stuff. Those are the actual real trends.
Better watch people buck than Jamie. Better people watch buck than Jamie. Yes, very, very true. Disgusting. Do not like Jamie Dodger. Extremely dodgy fucking person. Polly People. There's like 2 shorts on her profile now. I'm really gutted. Like, I wanted to watch some of that shit.
Transgender women. So he goes on to say this.
It is, especially where I was at, Donovan, there was a lot of transgenders. There was a lot of manipulation of the system. And just, for the viewers out there, you have male inmates that were born males housed in female prisons that have actually been raping and impregnating actual female inmates.
Yeah, I've heard about this. This one prison actually got shut down.
In the feds.
Yeah.
But this is happening in the States, and nothing has happened about it.
Y'all don't seem to know how it goes down in male prisons. No, I really don't. I've never been to one. Funny that. Feminine gay men and trans women get queen treatment because they're in high demand. Maybe. I don't know. If Lonabox woke up on a few more things, he could be pretty good. Hey, who knows? When people were in my chat, when I was watching his video, there were some people suggesting that he's kind of changed his mind on some stuff since then. And my point in that case was like, well, he should probably consider updating it because his current view, as per his own channel, is not great. And watching it for any length of time and applying any kind of scrutiny or brain power is just BS. I can crash a stream of his in a month, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I'm working up towards, I guess. Queen treatment my ass. Yeah, to be clear, that's something I read in chat. I have no idea how true that is. Yeah.
Since so.
Right. So you're against that, having biological males be put in female prisons?
Yes.
Because of that?
Yes, and I've had a lot of women's advocates groups, former female inmates. I've worked with them since I've been out to try to bring, justice to them and media attention to actually what's happening in there.
Wow. Well, you talked about this one situation where a male inmate got gender reassignment surgery and planned on prostituting himself as a hustle, but then the surgery went bad and he sued the prison.
100%.
So you could actually get gender reassignment surgery in prison and they'll pay for that?
Gender reassignment. Somebody said they got their butthole bleached. I want to say breast implant.
Demi Minor couldn't be anything but a trans name. This was someone that impregnated 2 different people. Prison for young adults. So we're putting trans women, we're putting male people in prisons for like young adults. I don't know why that sounds even worse to me somehow, but like, yikes. Nasty. 30-year prison sentence for manslaughter. So they've killed someone. And now they're fucking all the women, you know what I mean? In a letter from Minor. Justice for Demi. Having sex with 2 women. I mean, is that what you're there for? To fuck a bunch of people? Oh no. The Justice for Demi thing has gone. Wait, is there still stuff on here? One woman's fight for LGBTQI equality and juvenile justice. incarcerated juvenile justice reform advocate. You're a incarcerated justice reform advocate seeking to dismantle the foster system to prison pipeline. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Demi's name was not, nor had it ever been David. Well, it must have been because they're fucking trans. This is cooked, gross, nasty. Why are you sticking up for these people? It's almost as bad as the Jai Cruz shit that I was reading back when I did that.
Like these type of procedures, taxpayer monies are paying for them.
You could get breast implants.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I mean, you can't say anything other than this is what's happening there. And they're trying to tell you that these trans women are in danger. I told you they're not in danger. They actually like being there. The ones who are trying to be transferred are not the kind of trans women that we're actually talking about, who really have gender dysphoria. Really, these other ones are working the system. Most of the time they come from, they're sexual predators. They have horrifying backstories like murderers and serial killers and all kinds. I'm not even kidding you. It's actually real. And then they dupe the system and say they're trans because you can self-ID as trans. And then they get into the women's space. It's like no one cares about
Yeah, who could possibly have foreseen this happening? Wow, amazing.
women. Okay, we're not talking about trans men because trans men don't want to go to the women's prison. It's why, the male prison. It's why you don't hear about trans men in this whole thing, because trans men want to stay in the women's prison. I would never want to go to a male prison. That would be the scariest thing ever. So I'm going to show you this one, which I had actually done a video on this guy before, but I just wanted to remind you of this woman right here. I don't want YouTube to get upset at me.
A controversial court ruling tonight. A convicted criminal who served time at the women's prison in Chowchilla is charged with raping fellow inmates. A Madera County judge says Jermaine Carroll must be referred to with she, her.
Jermaine Carroll. That's not even the fucking person I was looking at. Jermaine? Is it Jermaine Carroll like this? Tremaine. Okay, we're on 50 Cent's Instagram, I guess.
Carroll identifies as a woman, but the district attorney believes the defendant is abusing the system.
This is a person who's not a woman in any sense of the word.
In March, DA Sally Moreno charged Carroll for rape allegedly committed while incarcerated at the Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla.
After his first cellmate became pregnant and was moved to Los Angeles, 2 other cellmates of his complained that he had raped them.
I looked at something with a trans woman who fucked 2 different women. We've got someone now who has fucked at least 3 different women.
So we have filed rape charges against this inmate.
Moreno says the ruling regarding pronouns impacts her ability to prosecute the case.
This is a particular issue in this case because it's confusing to the jury. In California, rape is a crime that has to be accomplished by a man.
Supervising
Oh, they're like Britain.
Deputy DA Eric Dutemple says it's also unfair to the victims.
It's just absolutely insane that a victim would have to get on the stand and police their pronouns and their usage when trying to recite one of the most scariest times in their lives.
Yeah, that's nuts. That really is nuts. And like, I don't know, how does it feel being a woman? Like, the female, like, crime statistics going through the roof because men are pretending to be women now. Like, I don't see how anyone should have to be happy with that kind of shit.
Carroll was allowed to serve time in a women's prison despite being a biological male because a 2-year-old state prisoner, Tremaine Carroll, must be referred to with she, her pronouns because Carroll identifies as a woman.
Okay, I think it's looping. Wait, only men can rape? Yeah, it's meant to be, like, the specific crime is to do with, like, what is it? Penetration with a penis, you know what I mean? Not happening. Oh yeah, it's not happening, I forgot. Is it Jermaine or Tremaine? I'm confused now. Tremaine Carroll. Carroll versus CDCR. Incarcerated trans woman. Oh, nice. So we're Mindsight News. We're getting statements from these prison rapists pretending to be women. How nice. How nice. Listen, I might read that another time, but right now I don't really have the stomach for it.
charged with raping fellow inmates. A Madera County judge says Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with she, her pronouns. But the district attorney is Madera County judge says Tremaine.
Yeah, look at this beautiful woman. How could you not look at this person and be like, that's a woman?
Carroll must be referred to with she, her pronouns. But the district attorney is pushing back because the 52-year-old Carroll is a biological male, and the decision could impact the pursuit of justice.
It's unbelievable.
Court records show Carroll was convicted in Los Angeles County in 1993 for aggravated kidnapping for the.
Yeah, listen, it's almost like we need to do away with this pronoun bullshit. Just let people call each other what the fuck they want. Stop being so fucking ridiculous about it. Stop enforcing this shit, even when it's people that you don't know and don't have any contact with. Like enforcing this shit in private, stuff like this. Just get rid of it. It's cancerous. It's not good for trans people. It's not good for other people. Just get rid of it.
The purpose of ransom or to commit another crime.
So this person who says they're trans is put in a women's prison in California and starts sexually abusing women. I mean, this is not the first one. There's tons of these. I can show you right now. I'm going to show you a couple that I'm going to bring up here. This is constantly happening. No wonder Trump is signing this. It has to be. This literally has to be done for the safety of women. This is not anti-trans. It's for the safety of women. There are more women than there are trans women. Okay. And don't forget what that guard just said. They're having the time of their lives in there. It's so insane, you guys. Trans identified.
Yeah, Callie, you're talking about someone called Jaya Cruz. There's trans women on the internet trying to twist the narrative. Yeah. Yeah, I did a video on it. It's just called Jaya Cruz. I did look at a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Have a look on my channel. It should be on there. I don't think it got much watches, and it didn't get much views, should I say. It was a right pain to edit because people kept being fuckwits in my chat. There was someone... I read some statement from some disgusting org that was like defending this Jaya person. And some fucking idiot in my chat is being like, oh, base. I'm like, just get the fuck out. I don't need to hear from you ever again in that case. Like, Jesus Christ.
Male inmate launches human rights lawsuit against Washington woman's prison after being accused of sexually and physically assaulting female inmates. This person.
Oh, a third one. Jesus Christ. How many times does this never happen?
Right here. Okay. Brings a lawsuit against what? How is that even? And why is this person right here?
Lotus Flower. That's their surname. Like, Lotus Flower. Nonny? What kind of name is Nonny? I mean, if your face looks like a fucking desk, then I guess, but like, what? And why is this all... Like, do we get any actual info on the actual thing? Hey, Nonny, exactly. Pride needs to stop. Yep, I agree. Fuck Pride. Listen, libs of TikTok, blah, 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 bias, something or other, whatever. Call everyone groomers, whether they actually do or not, I'm not sure. I actually looked through once. I had an argument with someone on Twitter about this. Like, I looked through. I think I'm more likely to call, like, a trans woman a man than call them a groomer, but hey, I don't know. I don't actually give that much of a shit. Nani Lotus Flower, man pretending to be a woman, is serving a 10-year sentence at female prison for the brutal murder of a teen girl. Yeah, like, what actually happened? It's so difficult to find. Like, Google doesn't show stuff like Redux and that. And again, blah, 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 TERF site, fucking bias, whatever you want to take from that. I don't say that someone will accuse me of, I don't know, something or other. Nancy. Yeah, there you go. What did they actually do? It was murdering a teenage girl.
Okay, brings a lawsuit against what? How is that even? And why is this person in a woman's prison?
Patricia, Elise, and so many other trans people really do appear to suffer deep emotional damage when others don't affirm this perception. What's that about? I'm not sure, honestly. Like, I was the same for quite a long time. I think if you just convince yourself of something, like, you're convinced that that's, like, the solution to all your problems, and then that gets attacked, I guess you feel a certain way. It's difficult to explain, really. Because I used to feel that way, and I just kind of started coming out of it. I started rationalizing shit in my head, realizing there was quite a lot of stuff that I did, quite a lot of the ways that I thought was not really, I couldn't really rationalize any of it. So I had to kind of change my way of thinking.
prison. So that's not the only one. Hold on. There's a couple other ones here. Okay, look at this one. Child molester among 3 transgender inmates suing Florida and ACLU back demand for gender affirming care. These 3 right here are saying that they are trans women.
Yeah, look at these women right here. Look at these women that we're seeing on screen right now. Very typical features that you're seeing on this woman, and this woman. And we got one that actually made a bit of an effort. Okay.
And they're suing.
Guy allegedly said he hopes the victim is now maggot food and it will piss on the victim's grave. Jesus. I mean, if that's true, that's disgusting. And yeah, I'm kind of glad that I wasn't taking any shit when I did that stream, because it's really annoying and I wish people would stop pissing around when it's the subject of things like murder. It's not actually funny. It's kind of pathetic. And if I'm looking at stuff that's to do with people that have murdered someone, then if people are fucking around, they just get fucking banned. It's very, very, very simple. People can whine about free speech. I have actual principles, believe it or not. That's my right. That's how I am. So, hey. I mean, this person seems absolutely nuts. 10-year sentence. This is that nonny Lotus Flower person still. The person with the drawn-on face, shall we say. Brutal murder of 17-year-old Jessica Franklin. 10 years? Why 10 years? Why 10 years? Just hours after being released from prison for another conviction. Wait, why was it 10 years? Sexually assaulted, second-degree manslaughter charges. So I guess they couldn't prove that there was intent to kill or anything. Like 10 years? I don't get that, man. Bizarre. Bellingham Herald. So this is regarding this Jessica Franklin girl's family. Jesus Christ. Like 17 years old. Murdered by some... Oh, so his actual name is Nathan R. Goninen. I don't know. Nathan R. Goninen. I don't understand why it's like so little. Like 10 years. That's the kind of thing you expect in the UK. And even then, you murder a 17-year-old, you're likely getting a lot more than 10 years. Jesus Christ. I woke up. They're not shitting on me. Yeah. Hi, Purple Wellies. Like, I'm blown away. Like, you get 10 years for that? Yeah, so this is that nonny Lotus Flower. Actual name Nathan Robert Goninen, whatever pronunciation you like. A National Review article. Nathan Gonads. Nonny gonads. No gonads now. Washington Women's Prison sponsors violent males, inmates, gender transition surgery. Should we be giving these people that right if they are in jail for fucking murdering a girl and now they want to become a woman? That sounds a bit sick to me. That sounds a bit fucked up. Only women, only prison. Jesus Christ. Nasty. Disgusting. Second-degree manslaughter of a 17-year-old girl. So what was it, like accidentally killing during sex? I mean, Jesus Christ. Nasty. I actually cannot imagine. Many prior convictions. Like, nuts. Absolutely nuts. Should you have these kind of right if you've been doing that kind of thing? I don't know. It's a bit insulting to women to say, oh, I murdered a 17-year-old girl that I probably raped and shit like that. And now I'm becoming a woman. Like, that to me sounds like an insult to womanhood, quite frankly. It's an insult that this country would allow that kind of shit to happen. Like, crazy. Like, Jesus Christ. And like, how many of the people that advocate for this kind of thing, do they ever read this kind of shit? Do they look at what the outcome is? Like, fuck me. insane. It's insane. It's utterly mad. Utterly insane.
The state.
And now we've got 3 other people. How many have we seen so far? About 6? About 6 different transgender inmates that wanna change sex, some of whom are in women's prisons. But this never happens. Is that what we're gonna say? How long are we gonna keep getting away with saying this never happens? How long are we gonna keep getting away with just every pro-trans voice just ignores all this shit and pretends it doesn't exist? Because if you had to actually confront it, you'd have to actually go against the fucking grain. It's the same thing we were seeing in that fucking Katie Montgomery thing, where she's like, oh, show me someone who's saying that kids playing with toys associated with the other sex mean they might actually be the other sex. And it's like, well, it took me no time at all to prove that one, that people do say that shit. But then the challenge is actually getting any of them to confront any of this shit and to acknowledge that there's fucking problems here. Like, when was the last time you saw someone like Jammy Dodger, for example, Samantha Lux, just some of the people appearing on the side? When was the last time they spoke out about any of this shit? Actually talked about something that they don't agree with on the trans side? Never seems to happen. And that's fucked in my opinion. Like, I talk about some stuff I agree with on the trans side. I sure as fuck want to show off things that I don't agree with, because loads of trans people just don't talk about this shit, like, ever. And they won't show any kind of accountability for the fact that all this shit here, that they like tacitly often hint towards actually supporting, it's like fucked. People don't want it. It's got consequences.
And demand for gender affirming care. I mean, I know I'm laughing, but what? Here's another one. Trans.
And you bring it up, TRAs are like, okay, what about the male staff that say female inmates? Yep, that's bad too. That's bad too. Should there be changes to the system, maybe? Should we have male prison guards? That's a whole different conversation. And yeah, it sucks. Like, that's not even like, fuck. That's not even like, yeah, they'll do anything not to engage, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Identified male killer removed from women's prison after sexual interactions with female inmate sues to be moved back.
Oh, yet another one. Nice. How many is it now? Like 7 we've seen so far?
What the heck, man? How is this even a thing? And how are we actually even letting this happen? Well, what the heck, man? How?
I don't even know who this person is. There seems to be so fucking many of them. I can't keep up.
How is this even a thing? And how are we actually even letting this happen? Well, we're not. Trump is putting an end to it. Here it goes. Banning all trans.
Listen, it's actually really fucking simple. Like, if trans people want their place in society, they have to acknowledge things that are wrong and messed up and approach things from a place of honesty and approach things from a place of not glossing over anything that is inconvenient. Because that's just as dishonest as lying about something in my eyes.
Trans woman from women's prison should have never happened. Sorry.
Nikita Dragon. She went to jail, really. I haven't heard about her in a long time, to be fair.
Sorry, you're going back to the men's space where you get to have a party. Like the actual prison guard just said. They're having a time
They deliberately never mention it in the case. Yeah, true, exactly.
of their lives in there. This is just pathetic and gross and disgusting. You're in prison. I'm sorry. But as long as you're getting food, you're getting water, you have housing.
I was watching Sam Hyde videos where I was on Bumble. One of his possible matches came up as Samantha Lux. He didn't even notice or pretended not to. Ouch. Setting up a Bumble for his friend. Yeah, of course he was, yeah. Definitely the case. Maybe he likes a bit of Gawk too, who knows?
You're not being beat up or tortured, and you have all the access to learning and becoming a better person. Why are we giving access to it's an actual privilege to transition, okay?
Yeah, I agree.
Have to earn this privilege to transition. Do your time, get out, and then transition.
Listen, you live in a country where you can transition from male to female. You probably do live in a fairly privileged fucking place. Let's be honest.
That's the way I'm sorry. I used to be all about helping inmates transition, but the whole trans space got completely out of control and people took advantage of it and now ruined it for the rest of us. So now we have to go back to ground zero.
I only remember saying that I wouldn't vote for Trump, not that I'd vote for Kamala. I would probably have voted for Kamala through like gritted teeth, to be honest with you, bearing in mind when it was, whereabouts I was. Nikita Dragun's arrest. I'm gonna have to look into that then. Jesus.
To start over again. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, help this channel grow. YouTube is really on me. It's just a bummer, man. I feel like I can't say what I really want to say, but let's hopefully see if things are going to change in the future.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. Maybe I'll never get monetized. I don't give a fuck. I'll find other ways round if it's that much of a fucking big deal. I'm saying what the fuck I want. I don't give a shit. But there we go, Black Angel. We're learning things. Listen, say what you want about him. At the very least, at least he will confront the problems in like trans like circles or whatever. There has to be a confrontation of the problems and a view to improve on those problems. If you just ignore them and say everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, nothing's gonna get fucking done. Do I not believe you? It's not that I don't believe you. I'm just wondering if he's more down with that shit than he's pretending. But I'm just fucking around. Listen, I don't know Sam Hyde, do I? He wouldn't give me the time of day, and that's fine. He doesn't have to. No one has to. So this is Nikita Dragun arrested after extreme meltdown at luxury hotel. Oh, in Miami. I guess it all fucking happens there, doesn't it? Jesus Christ.
One more time. Don't do that. You're gonna go to jail if you do that. If you get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Time,
Oops. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, you're being so mean to a trans girl. I can't believe you as a fucking woman are not going to validate my
You're the one that started it.
You're challenging my womanhood.
On November 11th, 2022,
What womanhood do you have? What womanhood have you taken on, Nikita?
officers from the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Department responded to a call from a luxury hotel in downtown Miami. The caller reported an individual verbally assaulting the hotel's security staff and walking around in a state of complete nudity. Upon receiving a description...
Listen, I would maybe argue that, let's say, an Iranian trans woman is more privileged than someone who they won't even bother transing you. They'll just throw you off a building if you're gay. You know what I mean?
Description of the suspect, a witness immediately identified the person as the popular YouTuber, Nikita Dragun. Nikita Dragun has gained significant popularity for creating YouTube videos on makeup and documenting her extensive plastic surgery.
By the way, I don't know if this will be shown, but one thing I've learned from watching body cam footage, which I've watched a fair amount of, I find it very interesting. I don't really show it on my channel. When you see kind of communities that have this kind of ACAB mentality, you can often see how like it's clearly making things worse for them. But I don't know if that's going to come up in this. It kind of seems like they're probably causing enough of their own fucking problems anyway. Sam Hyde would like me? Maybe he would. I don't know. Listen, like I said, I'll talk to anyone. I'm not really trying to at the moment, but I will.
Surgery transformation.
1154 arrival. Yeah, she's upstairs. They telling me, I'm gonna call the general manager, but they telling me she's VIP, but...
When the officers arrived, they met with an extremely concerned security officer who stated that he had given Nikita Dragun multiple chances to put on clothes and return to her hotel room. When she refused, he reported that she threw a drink in his face.
You back up to the pool area, you can go to your room from that way. Okay. I'll go upstairs, she prolongs upstairs by the pool deck area. Oh, let's take pictures of that. Yo, lady, it's fucking raining. Oh, all right, hurry up, take these pictures. I see you don't want to go. She throw her everywhere, and then now she don't want to go, so I take this fucking for her. Now we leaving. I finally get her into Strawberry Moon. She's walking through Strawberry Moon. She's tripping now. Asking, hey, you this? Hi, stopping at the bar. Man, you are not dressed to be here. I need you to go to your room. Oh, don't talk to me like that. This, that, and the third. She goes, this, she takes some water from the fucking deli. Asks and then pour the fucking water on me. All type of shit. Yo, I don't come for that, dog. And I don't give a fuck who your friend. I don't care how much money they got. Y'all not gonna be disrespecting me, dog. That's well. We're here now. Don't do that to me where I come from, dog.
I understand. Well, I'm here now, and I'm going to try to help you out as best as I can, okay? What is it that you guys ultimately would like? You want her to get evicted? Or you guys want her out of here?
I'm going to call general manager right now as soon as I get inside. Right now, at the point, I just wanted somebody here, and we don't even have female security.
Lost out on a makeup brand? Shit, well, that's what's going to happen. You got to behave professionally. Listen, I've had to learn that lesson many, many times. It's what happens when you're a bit insane. It just kind of is what it is.
Yeah, she about to leave. She had to come back.
I'm not saying that I think that excuses anything about Nikita Dragun, to be clear. I don't know anything really about Nikita Dragun. Most likely, I mean, I saw them throwing water at the cops. This person is probably really not, really not someone I generally have much respect for, you know.
I have nobody to deal with this girl.
Want me to talk to her? See if
somebody can talk to her, see if she want to get into her room. She don't know where, they don't know what room she in.
Is Nikita like a gay guy, then, I'm guessing? Minute they're with a female officer being cordial, the male aggression comes out. Yeah, maybe they're like, I don't know if they're one of those like gay, what's the word, misogynist types. I guess we'll find out.
I've been here all day.
I understand, man.
I should have 4-1 on me.
Yeah. Listen to a little more and go through. You let me know, man.
Something need to happen.
Where are we going to? The third?
Let's see, where you at? Where the girl at?
Lots of vitriol for women. Fair enough. I have to see. I don't know too much about this Nikita Dragon person. Oh, it failed before this. I mean, loads of these things do. There's too much makeup anyway. Like, there's way too much.
This, you gotta call your general manager and see what he wants to do, because if you don't tell me, if you tell me, I don't care.
Even if it's an issue, I have something to report back to them.
Yeah, whatever it is that makes your job easier, man. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
You said front desk.
I was there and
Oh, where's she at? So we can at least make a issue report. Somebody got to talk to her. I don't care if VIP, not VIP, but I'm gonna call. I'll be right now. But bro.
oh my God. Ooh, hi.
Hi.
Sir,
How are you?
Sir Officer. Ooh, Leon.
What? I don't think I even got my.
Hold on.
What the hell is the motherfucker?
Oh, I forgot he got the.
What's up?
Hold on, give me a second. Let me get my partner who's probably out in the front.
Okay.
They're going to be waiting by the security on the scene. Go direct from the
We're gonna be at Good Times Hotel. We're out in the lobby. You can just 15 me here. I'm out with the security guard. Period. We're out in the front lobby area. Period.
Security in front lobby on 37.
So we have basically Asian female running around naked.
Has to call her a female even, Jesus.
Listen to these people, she doesn't show VIP here, so the general manager is going out. But the security guard would like us to at least talk some sense into her to see if she seizes the walking around. She's literally just walking around naked. But we're all the way over here to see what he wants. But now they lost her.
Oh, you're not a prophet.
Yeah, I watch tons of like body cam stuff. It's really interesting to me and kind of teaches you a lot more about the police than listening to like the kinds of people that talk about the police a lot. Let's put it that way, Jesus Christ.
So you guys want to just talk to her in our presence?
Yeah, in the presence, or you gotta let them know like what.
I grew up in Miami. People think they can, when they go there on vacation, they can do anything. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You probably get a lot of, well, I mean, there's a very swanky looking place.
Well, you can talk to her, and we'll just, you know, because I don't know what your rules and stuff are, so just tell her whatever you want to say in front of us.
And after this, we'll make a police report just to let them know that we did call.
I'll give you a case. I'll give you a case number.
You finna get a noise complaint for sure.
Tell me.
Hello?
You gonna get a noise complaint? Yeah, that's all right. I don't think she's gonna get it.
Suffers from bipolar disorder. Fair enough. Hey, remains to be seen whether that excuses anything, I guess.
Security and law enforcement here, man. We just want to speak to you.
Are you decent?
Miami Beach Police. Miami Beach Police. We need to talk to you. Open the door, please.
Hi, is everything okay?
Obviously not. We have to talk to you
about the disturbance.
Okay, we got the defenseless female. Oh my god, what happened? Sure, bro. Sure, bro. Okay.
Earlier.
Oh my gosh.
And I understand you felt that nothing happened. But we just came here to speak to you about your incident from earlier.
You don't speak to me.
Okay, the act stopped immediately. Nice.
We want to let you know.
Yes?
As a collective.
Are you sorry?
I'm not sorry for anything.
Oh.
But you threw water on me, man. All right. This cool? I'm not gonna go back and forth with this.
What would you guys like us to do?
The next complaint I get, lock her up.
Do you guys want her out?
The person. I'm gonna. If
Did I not put you out? Do you want
we
more?
get one more complaint.
Don't do that. You're gonna go to jail if you do that.
If you get, you know what I'm saying? This is
Don't do that.
Time, dog.
Come on. Oh, no. Oops.
Jesus Christ.
Hi. I'm going to this. I'm trying to.
Don't move for you.
Go ahead. We take pictures of this now. Oh, no. I'm not. Oh, trust me. But.
Please face forward.
My water hit me too, by the way.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No, I didn't.
You didn't like me what? Then stand out of the way.
Fucking weird. Like, how do you get to this stage in life where you act like this? Nuts.
I was out of the way.
Okay, well then, don't let a fucking motherfucker ever step to me.
Please don't do that. There's no need for that.
The whole thinking you're black thing. Like, okay, sure.
Well then, don't let a fucking motherfucker ever step to me.
Please don't do that. There's no need for that.
Oh.
There's no need to act the way you're acting right now.
What's the way I'm acting?
Okay?
At the end of the day.
Let go of this. Let go of this.
Please.
Let go of this.
Say please. Say please.
You're gonna escalate this.
No, not. Let's go.
For absolute no reason.
Where's escalating?
Listen to me.
Yes.
We're giving you a lawful order.
Okay.
You are under arrest.
Okay, great.
We're asking you to let go of that.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm not going to. Take it from me.
Okay. You understand that you're under arrest?
Yeah, that's fine. Take it from me. Take my bag from my hands. Take the bag from my hands.
Don't do that.
I'm not. Okay, then
Don't
take
do
it.
that.
Okay.
There's no need for that. Don't do that.
Oh.
You do not have to do that. What are you doing?
Can you please let go of the bag?
What are you doing?
I got you. How much longer would I do this shit? I'm only responding to the gays and the girls. But
Please let go of your bag.
no, don't make me ask somebody to smite your ass. But
Please don't do that.
Silencio. Leon. Silencio. Silencio.
Is it just alcohol or is it multiple things? Like, fucking hell.
Silencio. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh.
Lied about having bottom surgery? That's weird, man. That's fucking weird.
I fell.
Please get up.
No, oh my god, I fell. I think I'm gonna have to be carried.
Please go.
Oh my god.
Male aggression. Like, I've seen body cams with like drunk women before. This isn't out of the question, but like, this isn't a woman, so I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This is the kind of thing that, you know, you hope you'll forget, I guess. This is like, I feel, I used to like wake up from like nights out and I get drunk as fuck and feel paranoid as if this is how I'd been acting the night before when I wasn't anywhere close. Like, fucking hell. I love it when people give demands to cops. Yeah, like they're in a position of power right now. Like, oh my god.
From the fuck God.
Therefore, we have one in custody.
When rain
Can you have
drops
Sierra 1033 respond to the QT
down
at the lobby?
from the sky.
Female as well. And a female unit as well. Go back now. Ma'am, can you get out? Thank you.
As if alcohol helps the mental issues. A lot of people that drink feel like it does. I don't know. Does it usually? Not really, but hey.
Okay. Thank you guys for at least letting me get ready for my mugshot. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna stop what you're saying, but let me just. Okay. Okay, so I have my hat.
I put it back in your room.
Oh, it's okay.
I just realized when she's talking so fast. I do apologize. We have many trans in Miami and most not general like this. Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of perfectly normal trans people out there. Like, about as normal as you can be when you're trans, you know what I mean? Is this the person you watch saying to hide being trans some days? No, this is someone called Nikita Dragon. I've never actually watched this person on my stream, to be clear.
Somebody
I was on like 1.25. I wasn't on times 2, but yeah. Kind of realized. Jesus Christ.
Stop doing that.
I never got any complaints. Amen.
shut the door, thank you.
I'm able to locate 090.
The suspect was charged and taken into custody.
I understand self-medication. Reality is it's not helping. Yeah, true. I've had my own problems with it. Like, geez, I know all too well.
Earning a few free nights in jail. We hope this serves as a lesson learned. Additionally, we've included a bonus clip of her at the police precinct. We're unsure what to title this chapter, so we'll pin the best comment for this video.
Put it back on. There you go. Thanks. No, you're gonna go touch your head.
Oh. Okay. Hi. I like your shirt. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Don't be mad once you see that he got it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Do you have a boyfriend, girlfriend? No. Or did you date with the power you have?
It's very difficult.
Men are so fucking weak, bro. I'm sure you don't even have to fry a piece of the heat that you could put on for the girl. That's funny though. Do you feel like you burn everything you touch though?
No. Why would I feel like that?
I don't know, just because you have this lifestyle and you work long hours and you
What's your name?
The fucking Supreme.
What's your name?
Nikita Dragon. Supreme, Serena, Princessa, Virgin Fucking Mary.
Nikita Dragon.
Yes, ma'am.
Like the Nikita Dragon?
Yes, ma'am, girl. Breathe fire, my dragons.
Now starting to think Nikita just wanted to use the trans status to be more successful. Makeup segment was overfilled with gay men already. Maybe, who knows? People have lots of different reasons as to why they transition.
That's why I like you. I like fire. I like fire because it's good. Like the one. No, wait.
Yeah, see, this person's probably on something. I don't know what Jodi Arias this whole thing was. Jesus Christ. I know what you mean. They're like singing Dido and all that shit.
Pull this down.
Why? You put them on already.
No, my feet are cold, mommy. It's fine. No, I'll handle it. It's fine. Take me higher. Handcuffs flame. But he just
Arrival, PGK, any mileage? 14.
Take me higher. I'm not scared of the pain, but I won't unleash motherfucking pain. Lord, inspire. Oh, take me, fuck me higher. Ooh.
Yeah, this is not going to help your case. Just saying.
This is a man's world.
More than drink, quite possibly. Jesus.
Hi. You okay? Is it Angela?
Is the female officer in there alone with him? Yes, but I'm pretty sure he's cuffed to something, so.
What?
And presumably she's got kind of equipment on her, if you know what I mean.
But it wouldn't be nothing
Okay,
without this fucking transgender, transsexual man. Woman, I don't know what you gonna call me. But God knew. God knew. Okay. Do you want me really?
I haven't done it to you, so I don't know why you're acting like that with me now, because I've been...
That's crazy. God knew. Okay. Do you want me really? God knew. Okay. Do you want me really?
I didn't get to hear what she's saying there. Shit.
I haven't done it to you, so I don't know why you're acting like that with me now, because I've been...
That's crazy.
I've been cool with you.
A nose job, yeah.
Listen, if I'm ever on body cam for some reason, I'm fucked on my ass on drugs and drunk and shit, I'll be singing some Sophie Molly for sure. It's not gonna happen though. I don't live my life that way.
Lipo, under chin lipo. Damn, girl, you thick, girl. But not even in a good way. You're built like a brick.
At least mine is real.
My feels real and God loves
Yours
it.
is not real.
Huh?
Yours is not real.
But guess what? They all want to
That's, hey,
And
personal, I don't judge how you live your personal life.
Oh, you're being so mean to a trans girl. I can't believe you as a fucking woman are not.
Yeah, always with, I'm trans, you can't be mean to me, I'm trans. I'll be as mean to you as you want, but you can't be mean to me, I'm trans. How nice, how nice. Really, really rapping, aren't you? Really, really rapping the cause.
Not gonna validate my
You're
womanhood.
the one that started it.
You're challenging my womanhood. Let's go. You
Challenging my womanhood. What womanhood, bro? What womanhood?
challenge my. Sit the down. You want to challenge my womanhood, bitch? I don't even gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, she's handcuffed. They're handcuffed to that bench. So they're in there alone with a woman, but at the same time, really quite limited into what they can do because they're stuck right there.
What's up?
How am I challenging your womanhood? Please tell me.
By existing, by being an actual woman, by the sound of it, fucking hell. Like, if you pass decently, why would you care about any of this shit? Like, just take the W that people actually think you're a woman sometimes. I don't know. Ridiculous.
Come here. Come here now. Come here. Oh, you're gonna hide behind. Oh,
Look at this person in a place to be issuing orders.
oh, you wanna hide? Oh, you wanna hide behind there? Oh, you're gonna hide? I got a fucking army at my disposal. Dracarys! I'm unburned. Try it.
Girl, this is not Game of Thrones.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's not.
Owned.
I'm the free.
There you go, Nikita Dragon. Crazy, crazy. Didn't even plan on looking at that.